Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm Amir Mojradi.
I'm Jack Beggart, and this is the Ballad of Mario Justification.
It's a live action video game.
Right, hold on. So this project uses the card Mirror World, which means that wherever possible, you invert the meaning of the card. So let's begin. Let's go quickly. Okay, we got Solitude. There are multiple moments where Mario is not alone.
Involving a myth, this is pretty straightforward. It's simply the straightforward life of Donkey Kong and Mario.
Hunter. Well, there's also the prey, and the prey is the princess. A frog, the opposite of a frog is a princess. Well, you can invert the meaning like that.
It does not take place in an elevator.
Yeah, it takes place on stairs at some point. Um, all right, challenge. It's not really a challenge for Mario to beat Donkey Kong. He just punches him in the face. Um, a false assumption. There's a real assumption that Donkey Kong is evil that Mario makes, and that ends up being true.
A sneak attack, it's not really a sneak attack. Whenever Mario and Donkey Kong fight, it's always very, very out
Yeah,
and
it's just out
straightforward.
in the open.
Just very.
Something handmade. There's something natural. Those are the bananas that Donkey Kong keeps in his boxers. Um, okay, there's like lost innocence. Well, that's actually there isn't really a loss of innocence. The entire time, all the characters are kind of already jaded, you know. So that's what we tried to do. We tried to make it not innocent from the beginning of it.
Involving a mad prophet, the opposite of that is just a very cute princess, which we have.
Sane,
Peach.
yeah, very sane, kind of down to
Normal
earth.
person.
Yeah, a contract. There isn't really a contract. DK definitely does not follow the rules of the social contract by any means.
Involving a messy tangle, it's actually a pretty straightforward
Simple, yeah,
conflict.
just very simple conflict. Someone's been kidnapped. An elaborate ruse. It's a very very simple plan. DK just yells a lot and kidnaps the princess.
We have father figure.
That's actually a brother figure, Luigi. A pathological liar, someone who tells the truth. Luigi pretty much just tells the truth about what's going on. He tells Mario to use the elevator.
There actually is a lot of emotional attachment
Yeah,
here.
it's
Mario to
inherent
Peach.
in the piece. Okay, breaking a rule. It's actually the whole thing is kind of about following the rules. Mario has to follow the rules and get, the whole thing adheres to the rules of the original Donkey Kong video game. A staircase. The opposite of that is an elevator. There is a scene where Mario comes out of an elevator.
In the SEA court, it does not take place in the SEA courtyard.
Curiosity killed the cat. Actually, in this case, Curiosity killed the monkey.
It's pretty sane. There's no madness in this.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, a lot of the characters act very down to earth. Again, non-cartoony, non-crazy, except for DK really. A public performance. There's a private. There are many private performances. Like at the beginning of the movie, DK is just basically putting on a show for no one. A discovery. There's really no. It's most things are pretty expected because it follows the traditional, storyline of the game.
The opposite of piano, we actually use synthetic music.
Right.
So
As a soundtrack,
it's not,
like a
it's the
MIDI,
opposite
a
of
MIDI,
piano.
right? Sight gag. There are a lot of verbal gags, as you'll see. There are a lot of quips, especially when Luigi and Mario are talking. Somebody waiting. There's not really a lot of waiting around. Mario is kind of on the move for the whole movie. Does not take place at the beach.
Involving a double take, this is all single take.
Yes, no, or yeah. Whenever someone is kind of like looking, there's no double taking in the movie really. An unwitting pawn. Mario is kind of a pawn in the whole thing, but he's very willing. He knows what he's doing. He just is kind of resigned to doing it. About work, it's actually not work. It's play. It's a video game.
Regarding courage, we actually had Peach, the character. She was extremely afraid most of the time, and she didn't know what to do.
Right. Conspiracy. Again, it's pretty straightforward. There's no real kind of conspiracy or anything suspicious going on. Suspicious. The cake is a lie. Actually, it is not in this. Again, it just pretty much you get what you expect, except for a little bit at the end. But in general, most of the thing is you get what you expect.
Same thing with that, involving deceit. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no one's really lying in the whole thing. Everyone's
In
motives are
fact, they're
pretty
telling
clear.
the truth. Donkey Kong tells the truth to Mario.
Okay. The collapse of civilization, the rise of civilization. We parodied it using the Apocalypse Now. No, not Apocalypse Now. What's it called? Space Odyssey. Sorry, 2001: Space Odyssey music in the beginning. That's like a reminiscent of the rise of civilization. It's like a monkey too. The last of their kind is like the first of their kind. It's one of the first video games. Split reel. We never use a split reel in the piece.
Involving a peep show.
There's no real peep show. Donkey Kong nobody ever really gets to hook up with Peach.
Although they do want to. And that's all we have.
Yeah. So,
Thank you for watching.
Chill, sit back, make some popcorn.